policy. I've got it on my phone. Do you want to deal with it tonight, or do you want to?
Oh,
I can kind of read it off.
that'll be fine.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Is that okay with everybody? Are we on?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't even at that meeting.
Good evening. It is 6 o'clock. This is the Legislative Committee meeting on September 29th, 2025. We'll get things started and call the meeting to order. Taking roll, everybody is present except for Ms. Carden Smith, who won't be with us tonight. If everybody would look over agenda, see if there's any corrections or additions or subtractions. If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
All right, motion by Commissioner Brown, second by Commissioner Miller. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right. If everybody would take a look at our previous minutes dated February 24th, 2025 by Roger Chambers. See if there's any corrections or additions or anything.
I'll move that we approve that.
Motion by Commissioner Miller,
I'll second it.
seconded by Commissioner Chambers. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. No public tonight for public comments. No unfinished business, unless somebody has something to bring up. If not, we'll move on to new business. There was 3 things forwarded to us from other committees, one of which is under A for the new public comment policy. They didn't include that. Apparently, it didn't get included in the packet for tonight, but I'll go over it. I have a copy of it on my phone from the email that was forwarded to us. Apparently, they're wanting to change the public comment policy to have a period for public comments. I'll just read it. The period for public comments will be listed as the first item on the agenda, since the new law states that the purpose of the period is to provide public with the opportunity to comment on the matters that are germane to the items on the agenda. The commission shall allow a maximum of 10 Coffee County residents to speak during the public comment period. The commission will take all practical steps to ensure that the opposing viewpoints are represented fairly, including giving each view point an equal number of speakers, if any. The commission will provide each person with a maximum of 3 minutes to speak during the public comment period. Donations of speaking time will not be permitted. The commission will utilize a physical sign-up sheet to be made available before the meeting begins for each person who wants to provide comments to the commission. The sign-up sheet will include the name, address, topic on the agenda the speaker wishes to address, and whether the speaker is for or against the agenda item, if applicable.
I think there was one more item in there. Also, you had to basically certified your county.
So, yes, and then
Just the address doesn't cut it because in
Right.
Tullahoma,
because some of
can
the
be
addresses are
different
in
counties.
Franklin County. And on the sign-up sheet, as Commissioner Miller just pointed out, there is a notation for printed name, street address, county of residence, agenda topic, and the for or against or neutral checkbox for you to be able to
Right, I see.
address whether or not you are. We have any discussion on that?
The discussion I have is the inability to donate time.
Okay?
That's the only issue I have with the whole thing.
Okay.
I think we're taking away rights of the citizens by having that in there,
Sure.
and that's the only thing I have in question,
Okay.
is the inability to donate time.
Is that something that we want to amend, or do we want to send it back for back to, was this pulled from policy?
Policies.
It was, basically, this was all cleanup
Sure,
from, policies and procedures, is trying to do what they thought was right.
Sure.
And then bring it on to legislative, so.
Correct. And that's the question.
I tend to agree if I wanna donate my time to, if Commissioner Miller's up there speaking and he's on a roll and I've signed up and I want to, I mean, if we're limited it to 10, to me, it shouldn't matter. It's 30 minutes.
Right.
It's
is what it-
realistic,
Right.
though.
In, you know,
It's my time.
It's
So,
only
I
five
mean,
speakers typically
Sure.
because of proponent.
yeah, 5 each.
You're right.
So,
Yes, yes.
So,
so basically 15 for each side if there's a for and against. And to me, if I want to give Dwight my time, and it's 15 minutes.
Right.
It's, if he spoke all 15, and then,
And he's speaking
and then.
on what I want.
Roger, you was on the other side of it and people wanted to donate and it just ended up 2 people talking, each viewpoint. I'm fine with that. So,
I mean, that's
I
the,
mean, I may not be comfortable getting up in front of people,
right, right.
you know, so.
And he might be
but
talking about what I'm
I was
wanting.
gonna say anyway.
Yes,
So
right.
go right ahead, just keep going.
Right, right.
I mean, I agree. I would tend to agree with that.
So the question is,
Do we send it
back or vote on it?
or vote on it with an amendment?
my only thought was, I don't know why we would need somebody to speak the whole time, one person.
Normally it wouldn't happen,
Well, no, yeah.
but that is true.
I've seen it
But-
in the past
But
happen.
you can have 30 people sign up,
Oh, sure,
but you're only gonna let 5 of them speak.
Exactly.
on each side,
On each side, for and against.
right.
But what's been happening is, if there's 30 people signed up,
30
they're
people.
saying, I'm donating my time to him, I'm donating that. So
No.
we're not really stopping that.
Incorrect, I think. I mean,
Well,
that's a
no,
responsibility of the chair.
I get it
to take
before to
order.
where I mean, we've had some, and I know we've had some heated discussions and topics that, we had one that run an hour and a half
Oh, yeah.
of public comments. And I mean, you know, and again, that's, you know, I don't mind listening. That's what I'm here for,
Yeah,
is to listen
I
to
agree.
the people. So it does. If we're gonna limit it to basically 30 minutes, I don't mind saying, well, you know, Dwight, you could do 15. And if 4 other people said, oh no, Dwight can have my time. He's more eloquent, he's more, you know, got the vernacular for it. He can speak on my behalf because I'm not good at it.
Right. All we're doing is giving the chair the ammunition that he needs
To say,
to stop.
to stop it
Right,
at the 30-minute line
exactly.
and
So-
not take up all night
Right.
or
Therefore-
an hour and a half.
Right.
Okay.
So I think the person should be able to donate his time.
We need to
And-
make sure, though, that
I
the
would,
opposing side has to stop at their halftime.
well, again, I'm with Roger. I think that would be up to the chair.
That's what I said.
It's all on
It
the
just
chair.
hadn't been happening.
Right, and I think that's up to the chair to say, okay, I'm gonna do 5 and 5. Well, I think they need to understand, well, that's 30 minutes. So one side gets 15, the other side should get 15.
Right.
And if there's 15 of people to want to speak, and, you know, if one gets up there and they give them the 3-minute warning and they decide they're gonna, okay, I'm done,
I've got a little concern
I mean, it says they
that
only
if
have
we
10
keep
minutes.
donating the time, maybe there's 2 people sitting over there that signed up that really want to speak.
right?
You run out of your time because somebody else is going, I'll donate mine.
Well, no, I think it
He's
has to
got a
go.
list.
He's got a list. I think he's supposed to go in order, and,
Right.
you know, if the list is, you know, I'm all right, let me pull one for 4, well, I pulled John Smith for the 4, okay? at 3 minutes gets up and,
He signals that he's
Hey,
got a
hey, your
minute.
3 months is
Yeah.
ended. okay, and, okay, well, I'm gonna do an against. I mean,
It's up to the chair
it's
to
up to the
control.
chair to moderate. We're just giving the rules and the ammunition to be able to do it.
Yeah, for him to be
Yeah.
able to say
And
what he wants to do,
Yeah.
control the
other
room.
things we've been
Say our
doing,
rules are that it's 15 each side, here you go.
we're not sticking with our rules, period.
That's
And
not, yeah.
we've got attorneys and we've got people from other organizations
No,
showing up and talking for,
no,
ever.
Yeah, and I mean,
and they're not even county employees, I mean,
well, they're
county
not county
residents.
residents. And I mean,
But we're letting them do it.
and I don't think we
That's why
need
this is
to,
here.
because one, we're opening ourselves. If our rules say county residents, and that's what the state law says, that
And the chair
you can
recognizes
limit
them.
it, you know. Now, grant you, I understand that we could limit it, unlimited it, and say anybody can speak on anything. But we're
Well-
trying to get it, but to me, that's chaos.
Another thing we end up doing though is after the public speaking and we get an agenda item on there, we're letting other people come off out of the audience
Sure.
to
Yeah, but
discuss
They're,
the
they're,
thing.
yeah, but you're saying we. We have no control of that room. It's the gentleman sitting in the chair.
I understand.
Okay, it's his responsibility to call order, not ours.
And I do,
And we're
there's-
giving him
and
that.
I do agree that there's representatives on certain agenda items that are experts or somebody who helped maybe draft something or work at it, and they are there to explain to us what that is we're looking at.
But we also, in some cases, when it's a particular item, maybe those people sitting in the audience didn't get to speak on what this speaker was talking about. We wanna let them stand up and say, well, here's my little problem about that, so how do we do that?
Well, I think they had their
That's why
chance
this
in
is
public
here.
comments on that agenda item. I mean, to me, the agenda item was there. They can talk on any agenda item there was.
I guess that's my little problem about donating time.
Well, I don't think, to me, the donation of time doesn't forbid me, you, or anybody else that would be in the public, that would be out there in the gallery from being able to speak.
But maybe there's only one thing I wanna talk about on this one particular item, and we've let this
I mean, I kinda
person
get your point.
get all the time, and they didn't even cover my part.
I kinda get, yeah, but I get Rogers too, that that list has got, you know, 1 through 10 or 1 through 30,
For and
whatever, ever how
against.
many there is.
For and against.
I mean, and then I've marked 4, and I'm on this agenda item, well, there's a hot topic on there, and there's everybody else is wanting to. I see what you're saying is that I might not get chosen because they've picked the hot button
Well, my
to get
question
everybody
is,
there, and they may start donating time that's gonna burn the 30 minutes up.
the thing you talked about earlier, and I totally agree with, I'm not a good speaker. But if this guy didn't cover my topic, but he took all the time, I'm also the person that's hating to stand up and say, 3 more people are saying I'm donating time, and say, I'd like to speak.
Right?
Nobody does that.
No,
No,
you're
but-
right.
But it's it's C, letter C. The commission will provide each person with a maximum of 3 minutes.
Right.
It's not
Well,
30, it's not 15.
We could do something different then.
It's 3 minutes.
We
That's
could-
all they got, and that's all the chairs allowing them to speak is 3 minutes.
Right.
We could say
So,
the first 5 people
But,
at 3 minutes.
but on the part about donating, if I
Yes.
donate, then I've gave you 3
6
more
minutes.
minutes.
Right, right.
So,
But that was my choice because I'm on the list to do that.
I will
He should
entertain
go to the
whatever the
next
committee wants
person.
to do.
What, maybe he should go to whoever the chair has picked second,
Mm-hmm.
ask that individual, not the
Sure.
participants of the whole crowd.
That's what I'm
He
thinking.
asks that person, or, or that that person's only one that's allowed to.
Right, and
that
I get that too. I mean, Joe Blow, who signed up, that was number 40 on the list, shouldn't be able to holler up in the back, "Hey, I'm donating Roger my time."
No, no.
You know, you probably wasn't gonna get there anyway.
Right, but
So-
the chair has to take that control. So when it gets close to that 3 minutes, he shouldn't hear from nobody but the person next.
Right, and I agree with that.
I
mean,
agree with
when,
that.
when the, you know, if you spoke for 3 minutes and Dwight happens
need
to
to
be
pause
number
that
2
first guy
on
and say,
the, he should look down on the list and go number
Do
2.
you wanna speak?
Exactly.
Hey,
And then I'd
it's-
go to number 3 before I donate and say, do you wanna speak? Until I got at least 5 people say, no, I don't want to.
Right.
So
I
what-
mean, I think that's what we should do instead of say, you cannot donate.
So do we wanna send it back with a recommendation, or?
Since he understands what our point is, and you are on policies and procedures, it might be good to send it back for that clarification, where he can entertain them our point. And then he can come back and then we'll put it out
And
there.
if I'm
for the
able
vote.
to, I don't mind coming back. I don't mind going to policy when they have their meeting
Right,
to tell them what our concerns were.
exactly, exactly.
I'm
Then bring
always-
it back and put it for a vote.
Confused about legislative and policies and procedures. Who's overlapping?
Right.
Do they do both of them? Do we need both?
Yes.
When it gets down to the full commission decides it anyway.
You're
Yeah, but
right.
we're the check and
Jumping back and
balance.
forth just takes a
I
lot more.
think technically
voting
we're
Yeah, but-
supposed to be the check and balance that
Finds these errors. that need
before
to be
they go
considered.
to full commission to
Right.
try
Well,
to
that-
get them as
that's back to the-
streamlined as possible
Back
for
to
when
the
they get
caucus
there.
stuff.
Sure.
There you go.
I think we ought to sit down on the, work session and have these discussions.
Sure.
Right, but we need to iron out the issues as
Of
close
any
as we can
policy
for it
that
to be
goes
smooth.
before the commission, it's supposed to run through us before it gets there to have any of, you know,
To prevent this.
to get another set of eyes on stuff to prevent this in there to make most of them run more efficiently.
Exactly. That's why legislative is in where it's at.
Well, actually, this was all approved in the past, wasn't it?
What's that?
And we're wanting to make it better.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think the fact now was that there was no limit and that they've seen that in the future, there's gonna be more and more that there could be some run-ins of, I mean,
Of what we had the other night.
I mean, like you said, it's up to the chairman, and if there's no, this makes a realm of consistency that, hey, there's 30 minutes period, that's it. At the maximum, it doesn't matter if there's a rock quarry on the agenda or whatever, 30 minutes, and you get, you know, basically 5 for, 5 against, and that's it. So, there it is, and here we're gonna run down these and go with it. And there's not gonna be hour and a half, 2 hour public comments that, you know, basically we're here till midnight.
Right.
So, well, I will entertain a motion to do
I
whatever.
still agree to everything that was said, but it's back to the chairman. And it's not stating in the policy that the chairman should move to the next person, the
You're
next
right,
person,
it
the next
does,
person.
it does not say that in there.
And it's possible
So-
to do it again. That's
So
why
there
I
again,
thought,
do we,
Send it
do
back
we
to
send it
policies.
back to where we bring those concerns back to policy and procedure and they add that, take it
Yes.
away, leave it like it is and just add some? I mean, yeah, they could we could send it back and they say, nope, that's how we want it.
Bring it-
Okay,
Yeah. Bring it back, we'll set it out there.
Yeah.
for a
and
vote.
then
So-
this committee still votes the way they want to, and it's still gonna be the full commission, so
oh, it
that's the way it
is.
needs
No,
to be.
And I agree with you. It will be. I mean, cause technically you can bypass this committee by 2 sponsoring commissioners sponsoring it and shooting it to the floor. You can bypass it. You don't have to send everything through us. So,
You didn't speak.
I'm listening.
Tim's
have
was
your input.
strong silent time.
We
I
need
think-
to
I
vote it
think-
right,
I think we need to send it back.
okay?
I let them
and bring up those.
And like I
those
said, I
concerns.
don't mind going when policy meets to express the concerns that everybody had and talked about. I don't mind at all.
Well, we had however many people showed up,
Sure.
and that was consensus there. With the more input, they might have changed what they were doing anyway, so I'm just
Sure.
hoping we don't have to jump back and forth
Oh, I got
that
you.
many times.
No,
When it still goes to the full
Usually on
commission,
sending anything back, it goes back one time and comes back
time.
and then it,
but we
it
could
goes
work
back.
that out actually in, work session.
it's too close. Well,
It's just not voted, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not gonna be.
No, you could
no,
bring the
okay.
concerns up,
Named,
yes,
right.
certainly, yes, we could. It could be brought up in the work session before the commission meeting, and everybody understand what's going on, and then decide on their own what they wanna do, and then when it come up for the vote on commission, it could, it could be amended on the floor.
it could be, but I think it would work smoother.
It just
To
takes
go
more,
back to Boston.
it
It
just takes
that
more meetings.
Takes longer.
It's just back to there and back here one more time. I mean, after you get it,
Okay.
to see how y'all rewrote it, and then whatever that was that you rewrote over our
Well-
concern goes to the vote no matter
What
what.
needs to be done then tonight, it looks like, this committee
Sent
rewrite
back
it
with a consideration
Yeah.
to
with
add this
right,
in
with
there.
their
Sure.
wording, basically, and send it back and say, will you accept that or not?
Yeah,
And that ought to end it.
that's my feelings.
So what's the consensus of the committee? What would you like to see added
Well,
or?
that's our.
Well, I guess what I would want to do is basically limit the chairman and say the chairman cannot, no time can be donated until these stipulations have to be
Right.
done.
Okay.
That'll end it.
Right, by going down the line.
And I get what you're saying is going down the line,
Right.
or you want to speak, or
Yes.
you want to.
Instead of
speak.
letting somebody say, I'll donate my
Yeah,
time.
right, cause
Right.
he's way down here.
You actually
Right.
have to name that person and say,
Yes,
you signed up and you're next.
he's got the list there
And
with their name on it.
if you don't want to speak, number 3, do you want to speak? Instead of saying, donate, donate,
Right,
donate.
that,
Right.
I think that needs to be the procedure, basically.
Right.
Because what we have been doing and what we were talking about was that number 2 could donate. I don't think he should be until number 3 and 4 and 5 get a chance. Because you can knock number 5 off by number 2, number 3, and number 4, because that first speaker got to speak anyway.
no, if I would get
No.
knocked off, if one spoke, 2, 3, and 4 donated their time to one, then 5's still gonna get to speak.
Right,
Right.
Cause you're gonna get at least 5 people,
right,
5 slots to speak,
Right.
cause that's 3 minutes, 5, 15 minutes.
right,
If there's a for and against.
right.
If there's, not really a bunch of them, like I said, for or against, typically what I've seen him do is just run down the list. Now,
Yeah.
Dwight Miller, what do you, come on up, I'm gonna speak on this matter, okay? Tim Brown, this matter, Roger Chambers, this matter, Frank Watkins, this matter, so-and-so, this matter.
Well, isn't that on the sign-up sheet?
It is, it's what on the agenda you're wanting to speak about.
And isn't it for and against?
And then there at the end, it says for and against.
Right,
And-
so
Or am
he's
I
got it.
neutral?
Right, he's got it right there. So
Yeah.
he just,
So if anything, I mean, even though they're in the line, I mean, it's gonna take some coordination from the chairman.
Yeah.
Who calls them to look down there and go, okay, I got 5 people here, okay, I got
Let me ask
1,
another
3,
question.
7, and 9
Or
are
4.
4, and I got, this one's on something totally different, so I need to, I mean, it's.
he could take 2 colored
Again,
highlighters
it's gonna be up to him to kinda coordinate, and, I mean, and it doesn't have to be just 15, I mean, there could be several people on there, again, to me, it's gonna have to be the chairman job to be able to coordinate that, because
Exactly.
you may have folks there, a bunch, other folks there, there could be 20 people signed up that you've got 18 of them wanting to speak on 18 other different things
That's what
on
I'm
that
wondering
agenda.
about.
And if there's 4 or 5, I mean, you may just get 1 or 2 for and against on,
Right.
hell, you may get,
If
you
we
may just get 1 for and 1 against, and okay, we've had that on that item. All right, there's other folks in this sign-up sheet that want to speak about whatever.
Right.
They need to have their time up there, and this one agenda item does not need to monopolize the 30
Well-
minutes of time.
I think we're getting to the point where
So,
we need to be. I think not only should you go to number 2 and ask them, do they want to speak or donate? I think it needs to be who has
well, at
another,
this point, I mean, unless somebody can come up with something of what our recommendations of verbiage is.
we
I
can, I
we'll
think,
let-
what you were just talking about. I think if there's another, topic,
Sure.
we need to get that next.
Do we need to say in
Prior
there something
to
about,
donating time.
or do we need to have a recommendation that something in there says that if a, variety of agenda items are listed on the sign-up sheet, the chairman, the chairman of the COB shall, try to give all, how do I need to word that?
Well,
All-
on that sign-up sheet,
it's
you've
on
got
there.
the topic.
Well, it says agenda item that you're speaking
So
for.
all we need to do is tell the chairman on our procedures
Right,
that move to the next topic for
Yeah.
the next person
right, that,
and, until it's exhausted.
Well, you would have a sign-up sheet for each topic of,
no, it's it's one sign-up sheet.
yeah, but it should be one for each topic on the agenda.
Oh, I don't see where we were able to do that. God, that's a lot of sign-up sheets.
Well, I mean,
That's a good idea, though.
I mean, it is,
I
but
mean,
that's a
if-
lot of
if it-
sign-up sheets.
well, you're only taking, 5 people for each side.
Well, no, you're taking
Opposing
10 people.
different topics.
You've got 10 people.
I don't want to see somebody monopolize one topic and somebody sitting out there going, that's not even my topic.
Right.
I
I
mean,
wanted to speak.
I
That's
mean, I
why
get-
if the
I-
sign-up
and
sheet's
look,
got-
and I agree. If I don't care if I'm the only one out there, I got just as much right to speak on my topic as
Exactly.
somebody there about
That's
if a rock
what I'm
quarry
trying to
got
get
towed
back
up
to.
again and there was 500 people here.
Since we've got a sign-up sheet that says is your topic to speak on, we need to make sure the chairman goes down the list and says, all right, you're number 1. So your topic's automatic. Look at the next topic, the next person, what is their topic? If it's the same thing, go to the next person. If they got a different topic, give them a chance. And what we were talking about is not gonna let that happen. If just the first 5 people signed up, it doesn't matter what the topic is. Nobody else gets to talk.
That's
If
not-
there's
that's
5
not
people-
Covering the problem, though.
Is it,
Isn't it?
do we need to put something in there, a recommendation that if more than one topic, is, if more than one topic is to be addressed through public comments, the chairman shall make, see, that's where I'm losing it. Should afford at least all topics the availability to talk
Right, that's where I was
before
going
all
with it.
30 minutes is exhausted by one agenda item.
Well, that could be a really long meeting too.
Well, now, if you're given 30 minutes period, end of story, which is what they're saying they've recommended, because it says 10 people, 3 minutes apiece, that's 30 minutes, period. It doesn't matter if
I don't
it's,
think we're still covering
if it
the
doesn't
guy
matter.
sitting out there that doesn't have any interest in a rock quarry, but
Where did the 10
90% of the
come from?
people want to.
It was in there.
I know, but where did it come from? Policies
I-
and procedures?
What?
The
That
10
I do
people.
not know.
Yes. It was typically suggested in the past, but there was a blank line on the setup. And that was recommended by, I think, the state.
10?
No, I think it was 10, but we could change whatever, but it was a blank. And so policies and procedures said, I suggested, let's make it 10.
Okay, well, I think the first thing to cover is how many topics they are. You know, you gotta cover every item on the agenda.
Okay.
Or leave
Well,
that, or
you-
have that opportunity. Nobody might not want to speak on it, you know?
I
Well,
agree.
then
So-
you're getting away from 10 then.
Right, so
You
it's
are.
just 3 minutes per person, per item.
Per item.
I mean, per,
You're gonna be here all night.
no, we're not, let's remove the 10.
Then you're gonna be here all night. If you remove the 10, to me, you're gonna
No,
be
no,
here.
no, we need to put a different number there, you know? I think that's,
Okay, well, what's,
but we never know how many items are on the agenda,
We don't.
you know? But all items on the agenda have to be covered. You have to give them that opportunity.
no, you give them the opportunity. To me, you're giving them the opportunity. It's just, you're saying that it
Only
is.
10 people.
You're saying 10 people. It doesn't matter if it's a 100-item agenda or a 5-item agenda.
Okay,
You're being fair. You're saying it's 10, period. In
Okay.
my eyes.
Okay.
I'll do whatever the committee wishes.
okay.
But to
Then-
me,
then
if
you
you,
need to
if you
get
take
early
the 10
and sign
out, then
up.
you might as
Right.
well have not had this.
Right.
If you take the 10 out, you might as well just get away with this and do away with it.
But I want to make sure the first 5 people aren't given time for the same topic. When
Exactly.
other people might want to have a say
And I
about
agree
another
with that.
topic. That's what I was trying to get around to
Right,
begin with.
right.
That's why I was against donating time.
Because I see
Because
what they're
that
trying to
same
do,
person can
because
be the
I do
same
see
way.
that, yeah, the guy in the back who signed up, you know, when he first got, or when he got here 2 minutes before the meeting, and there was already 400 people signed up. I know that's not many,
Right,
but 50 people signed up, and he was 49th. He probably wasn't gonna make it anyway.
Right,
But yet he or she hollered out in the back, I'll donate my time.
right,
You really wasn't gonna have time to donate anyway,
all right.
because it was probably getting cut off before you were getting to you anyway. More than likely. Now, I grant you, like I said, we've had some that went hour and a half.
All
I mean,
right.
it just kept going back and forth with fors and against,
Oh, I've seen it, yeah.
so.
But the the one sheet, which is one of these things down here,
Yes.
is part of this, says what is the topic you want to speak on.
Oh, yeah, it's on the sign up.
And
It's
yeah.
your
That's
name,
where the
address.
chairman needs to
Your
move
name,
down.
your address,
so
county,
they can't keep
and then it
talking
says
about the
agenda
same
item,
thing.
and you're
Which is
supposed to
7A,
put in there
7B.
7A, 7B, 7C, whatever.
Right,
You know, and I am for, or I'm against, or I'm neutral, and go on.
yeah,
And I see what Dwight's saying.
Yes.
And I see what you're saying.
Well, it's both. I want both.
And like I said.
I'm not against
I-
donating as long as somebody else has a chance to talk about something else.
And I agree with that.
Because I don't
Right.
think we need 30 minutes from one person.
right.
If you can't say what you need to say in less
In
than
3
3
minutes.
minutes,
I
you
mean,
need to move
technically to
on.
me, I mean, you ought to be able to get your point off in 3 minutes.
Yes,
Yeah, it was suggested 2 in the state. And we made 3. at
Oh, so the state was recommended was 2.
And that, I think
can't
that's
get go-
what.
I can't
think
get going
that's-
in 2 minutes.
I think that's really what the county's policy, whatever, was 2 minutes initially.
Well,
they
if we
didn't
can't come
necessarily have
up
the
with,
limit.
if we can't come up with any verbiage to recommend, I mean, we can certainly send it back. And again, I don't mind if the committee wants it sent back.
Well, I'm not against that.
I don't mind
We
coming.
can, we can make our little comments and send it back to policies and procedures and not put it on the, agenda this time
Right,
and say, here's what we're working on. But we do need to work on it and,
Yes.
and come up with something that we talked about, and I think we'll all be happy with.
correct.
It's just verbiage. We just need to get somebody to put it down in writing and say, I'm good with that.
Right.
I'm not the person that's good at that, as you heard for the last 20 minutes.
Me either.
What I was
I
trying
get
to
I get
say,
lost about halfway into it about what I'm wanting to get out, so.
Right, right. Right. It's easy sidetracked.
Right.
But yes, I feel a concern there, we'll put it that way. And maybe we can assist in writing that. And that is to prevent this out there.
yes. We need to limit, but we need to give opportunity.
Yes, correct.
So what say the committee? Do we want to send it back with some verbiage or just with a recommendation?
You wanna write it?
I'm right.
Let's send it back and then we're all
And
gonna,
say we've got concerns.
these are our
We
concerns.
want people to get opportunity for different items. So,
Don't mind the donation of time if.
If
at
nobody
least
else
other-
has a-
Other agenda items are able to be covered and that they're not just donating time from people that probably wasn't gonna get to speak anyway.
Right.
That it should be some kind of uniformity down the sign-up sheet.
Sheet, right,
well, I don't want the thing to be a long
No.
policy,
No,
no,
but
it shouldn't. I mean,
somehow we need to limit saying, donating time
Yeah.
until other topics have
Heard.
been covered.
there you
Right.
go.
There you
Donation of
go.
time cannot be considered until all other,
That'll work.
Agenda items have been
items
addressed.
have been addressed that are,
That'll
that are
work.
requested to be covered.
And
So
it'll
that was
still be,
simple.
and I think, policies and procedures would be happy with that.
look at you, give you a little time, you can come through.
So are we saying that a recommendation to be back to policy and procedure with a recommendation to consider that donation of time cannot be considered until other agenda items are addressed?
I think
Correct.
that'll do it.
Okay.
It just add a little more to
What's there
Thing
and,
was put
and
on
that would
there.
literally be just another sentence or two.
That's
and
right.
that'd be it.
Right.
yeah,
Who
that'll
wants to
work.
make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Commissioner Miller, second.
I'll go ahead.
Okay. All right, Commissioner Brown, all in favor of Commissioner
Aye.
Miller's recommendation? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
I think that's
It's not
what ought to
there. I'll
happen.
have to come up here tomorrow, and I'll just print that we all voted, on the, forwarding form back to policy since it was not included in our packet. So usually I get everybody to sign it, so.
Well, one thing we could do, we could make an amendment. There's not one on the agenda anyway, we could make it the agenda, but we still gotta go back to get it approved back there. But it's
Policy
pretty,
gonna-
it's
is
pretty
policy
much
gonna
what,
meet before
not before the meeting,
the 14th?
not that I know of.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be against
Okay.
any of it because,
Who's chairman of policy? Is it Terry?
yes.
Is it Terry? Okay. I can get with him when he's out of town and I think he'll be back before Thursday because we got capital outlay. Okay. All right. Public comment policy taken care of. Okay, work from home policy. I think that one, if you'll see in your packets, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes.
Coffee County government does not authorize any employee to work from home. I don't know how much more plainer you can get than.
And several of the department people and elected officials
Right,
thought that was good.
so,
Right. I see no concerns.
so, any discussion on that or any comments?
Well, I guess if we need to approve it also,
So,
I'll make the motion that we forward it to the full commission.
all right, so Commissioner Miller, motion to forward the work from home policy to the full commission. Do I have a second?
I second.
Commissioner Chambers, second. All in favor? Aye. All right.
Here's the next one.
Sick leave revision. Now, there was quite a bit of sick leave revision, from what, I had Heather send me, and I apologize for not having these printed out. Heather got them to me, and I was in a meeting till 4:30 and had to run home and get back, so I wasn't able to print them off. The current sick leave is basically, what you have on here, the currents is basically the first 2 pages. What has been amended is basically the last 2 pages of what you have, from what she sent. The sick leave uses, the sick leave abuse, doctor's certificate, those have been added, from what I understand, so, but yeah,
There was discussion from elected and
yes, yeah.
departments, I think.
Yeah, basically
Thought there
the-
might be some abuse, and they wanted to tighten it up a little bit.
Well, and I think it gave some teeth to department heads and elected officials that, you know, where there was some, maybe some questionable, questions about it, but it really wasn't clarified under the employee handbook. Well, I don't know if that's really abuse or not. They're using it, you know, that kind of thing, so, but yeah,
Well, some were and some weren't, apparently.
sure,
That was trying to
So-
clear it up.
right. I looked over it. I didn't see any questions in it, so. I will, if everybody.
I'll make a
everybody-
motion to approve it as it is.
Okay. Commissioner
I'll second.
Chambers made a motion to accept forward to the full commission,
Yes.
and, Commissioner Miller, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. This will be forwarded to the, full commission. All right. Here lately, we have not been having a regular meeting. Is everybody good with how we're doing it as items are forwarded to us?
That's fine.
I'm good
I
with
just did
anything.
not see having a meeting when there was nothing on the, agenda just for the
I felt the
habit
same
of
way when I was
having
on
a
budget and
meeting.
finance.
I mean, if there's nothing to talk about, you know, it
One
costs the
item
county.
that's not critical
Yeah.
is not worth calling the meeting.
It's not worth the
and
money
paying
that
for
they're
it.
paying us to be
That's
here
right.
just to come in and spend 5 minutes and go, okay, we're done, see you bye.
Right.
To me, I don't think that's a economical use of the money.
Next meeting to be announced.
Next meeting to be announced.
Okay.
I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
Commissioner Miller,
Second.
Commissioner Brown, all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, everyone.